welcome back to our channel. This time we are trying to breathe new life into this mid-century sideboard. Rebecca and I have searched the internet and we have had various answers as to what it is and who made it. At this point our best guess is that it was made by either Nathan or Jaycee. We do generally get our pieces from auctions. On this occasion however, we were super lucky to find this one on Freecycle. Is Freecycle international? We're not sure, but we hope it is. We think it is a much better thing to give something to someone who needs or will love the item than chucking it in landfill. For us though, we want to give new life to once loved things and find them a new home. As ever, the very first thing that we have to do is clean. It is important to get rid of any dust, grime, cobwebs and any other detritus before we can do anything else. We used a mix of water and Murphy's wood cleaner, just as we did last time for project number 1. It cuts through everything and smells pretty good too. We already decided that we want to make a real feature of the wood on the top. It is solid oak and we think that it will look amazing stripped back and waxed, contrasting against a tastefully painted cabinet to make this piece fit anywhere. So we remove the hardware and put aside for later.
When we checked which paint stripper to use, we came across this one, Bartoline Paint Predator. It was a leap into the unknown for us. We wanted to strip off the varnish that was there, but had no idea which was the best one to use. It applies nicely, but then I guess they all do. There seems to be different schools of thought on which one to use and then whether to cover it in cling film, or for our American friends, plastic wrap, and anyone in Australia, the brand name Saran Wrap. In the end, we ended up stripping the top twice, so we did it both ways. We scraped off the first coat of stripper and then using wire wool and mineral spirit, we gave it a good scrub. However, we could still see that a fair amount of the varnish was still in place. Feeling that applying the stripper again would be more effective than trying to scrape and sand at this point, we went again. Even after just scraping the stripper off, it looked a lot better than before. We then gave it another good scrub with the wire wool and the mineral spirits. The wood was really looking great and it was really starting to come alive. To get rid of other impurities that were left, we gave it another going over with the mix of wood cleaner and water. And look at it, it looks amazing, fresh and more natural than it did to begin with. It really is a lovely piece of wood now that it has been freed from the varnish. It is now time to give the top a light sanding. We are using a 240 grit sandpaper, really only to deal with light scratches and blemishes which have occurred whilst removing the varnish. While sanding, we are taken aback by the wood. It looks great.
As we want to add new hardware, well, handles really, because we are intending to reuse the original hinges, we will need to fill the existing holes before we can paint over them. This will mean that we will also need to drill new holes for the new handles when they arrive. We had various discussions around how we should treat the wood after we removed all of the original varnish. We want the top to be the eye-catching part of this refresh. We want it to really stand out on its own, and we want it to do it by itself. So after a lot of to and fro, we landed on waxing it with the same wax we used for project number 1, Colron Natural Beeswax. After Rebecca applied all the wax, I buffed it out with a microfiber cloth, and then I felt like it was not as effective as it could be, so I swapped for a coarser cloth. Honestly, the next tool we are buying is a buffer attachment for either the sander or the drill. The hard work was well worth it though, just look at the wood. We had several discussions about what to paint the rest of the cabinet with, when we came across this, Rust-Oleum. We liked the range of colours that it offered, but we also liked the idea of it working as a primer as well. According to all the blurb, we could also apply it to a varnished surface. This meant that we would not have to scuff sand the surface, prime and then paint. As the can says, paint, primer and seal it in one. Happy days. We picked Blueprint and then we headed home to paint. Rebecca mixed the paint ready for spraying. The mix was a ratio of 4:1, 4 parts paint and 1 part water. Once it was in the correct quantities and well mixed, it was on to the spraying. Again, this was a new thing for us. We wanted the finished cabinet not to have any heavy brush strokes left in the paint. We wanted the paint to look light and well balanced, not bogged down with pooled paint where the brush might deliver it unevenly. And we felt that is exactly what the paint sprayer had done for us. We were very happy.
So the paint has dried. We left it overnight to really set before we took the protective cover off the top and also off the inside of the cabinet. It seems overnight our inquisitive ginger cat Simba had scraped against the front of the cabinet. This had removed some of the paint. Thanks, Simba. We toyed with the idea of now sealing it, but couldn't be sure that this would really make a difference. So with heavy hearts, we decided that it all had to be cleaned back and sanded and painted again.
We truly believe that this was the right thing to do. Just look how fantastic it now looks. We can be confident that it will be longer lasting when it finds its new home. Talking of new homes, our project number 1 found a new home this week. Click here to see its transformation in our first film. Also coming soon on our channel will be a short film of our road trip to deliver project number 1 to its new home in Cornwall. Please like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. We already have project number 3 underway and can't wait to share it with you.